So the last video was really more review than anything else. Review vocabulary, review how to cross multiply. The new stuff was probably putting them from word problems into proportions to equal ratios that then you cross multiply and solve. But now, what if you just have a dry problem and it isn't so easy? There's not just an x, there's a negative 2z minus 3z. Well, you still cross multiply, okay? You still cross multiply, sorry about that. You still cross multiply. Let me spell cross right, huh? So all you have to do is cross multiply. We're going to multiply the 3 times that, and we're going to multiply the 5 times 8. Now, the 5 times the 8 is the obvious easy part, so I'm going to put the 5 times the 8 on this side. Don't forget your equal sign in between. You absolutely need it. If you don't have it, you've changed an equation to not an equation. You need the equal sign in between. The other side is this one, 3 times. Now, this is the most important part. You put parentheses around that whole quantity because you're not just multiplying 3 times 2. You're not multiplying the 3 times the 3z. You're multiplying the 3 times the whole denominator. So multiply the whole thing. So now it's just math. Okay, now this is math you know how to do. You distribute that 3, you get minus 9z, and now you just keep going. Add 6 to both sides, you get 46 equals negative 9z, and you're going to get a fraction. It's okay. I do not think, because this is not a word problem, there is any reason, unless it reduces, to switch it to mixed numbers. There's no good reason. I mean, we don't want to say, hey, I have 46 ninths cats. That doesn't make any sense. First of all, cat wouldn't be fraction. But second of all, because people want to know, like, is it 5.5 about? Is it 5 1/4? That's more normal on a quantity for a real thing, but this isn't a real thing. It just is what it is. 46 and 9 do not reduce, so what I've got is good enough. That's the answer. Okay, so again, we're going to do the next one. We're going to cross multiply. We're going to multiply these two together. 5 times 3 plus 4a. Don't forget your equal sign. The other one that you multiply are these two. Negative 6 times 3. Do not skip the part where you write this down. Do not skip right to this next step. Yes, you just distribute 15 plus 20a equals, and on that side, negative 18. Don't skip straight to that second line. You will make mistakes, and it will be almost impossible for me or someone else to figure out what the heck you did wrong. If you help us out, write that down. We will be able to help you. Plus, it's just better math. All right, so now it's just an algebra equation that we know how to solve, and we've been doing, all year long. Oops, I missed my 0 and my 20, and that's negative 33. Again, I'm going to divide, and I am going to get a decimal. That's okay. I do believe GMM will take the decimals now. It didn't used to, but I find it extra work to go type it into my calculator. That's good enough. It doesn't reduce, so good enough. Now, this one is the same. It looks weird, but it isn't. Now, I guess I could have done these on the last one. Put that in parentheses. I like to make this into a fraction because now it's just a cross multiply problem. I make the negative 2 into a fraction just by making it negative 2 over 1, right? We did that with slope a lot. So now I can cross multiply to solve this. Negative 2 times 5 equals, and on the other side, 1 times negative 4 plus 2k. Well, negative 1 times anything is just itself. So there you have it. That's negative 10. So now when I add 4 to both sides, I get negative 6. So divide, and you get negative 3. And life is good. If you want to check your answer, you can always substitute it back in and make sure you get what you're supposed to. So like for instance here, I'd plug it into the top because that's where the k is. I get negative 4 plus 2 times negative 3. That's negative 6. That's negative 10 divided by 5. Well, that gives me my negative 2, and that was correct. Now, again, if you have a fraction equal to a number, it's easy to make it into a cross multiply problem by just making that second part a fraction. So do that. Now multiply, and it's not the only way to solve this problem, but now multiply these two guys and multiply those two guys because now it's just a cross multiplying problem. Distribute If you distribute, 1 doesn't change anything. Now it's just a math problem we've been doing all year. Minus 3, I get negative 2v equals negative 9. Divide by negative 2. Now this one you do have to reduce. Remember, a negative divided by a negative reduces to a positive. If you want to change it to 4.5, you can. I see that it's 4.5, but 9 over 2, you have to make it positive. You have to make it positive, otherwise it's not reduced. Now here we got r's in both places. You can do this. Do not freak out. You've got this. All you have to do is cross multiply. Negative 3, parentheses, r plus 4. Those parentheses are uber important. You need them. 4 parentheses, because you're multiplying by that whole top, or that whole denominator, or the whole numerator, depending on what the problem is. Now distribute the negative 3. Now I'm distributing the 4. Okay? Now, I have variables on both sides. So that's what happens when you have two r's in your equation. I'm going to add, and I am going to get 5r minus 12 equals 8. Now I'm going to add 12 to both sides. Oh, I see already I'm going to get a nice answer for this. Thank you. That's 20 when I add 12 plus 8. So when I divide both sides by 5, I get 4, and I'm done. So on these, moral, don't forget your parentheses. But all you have to do is cross multiply. Don't forget, if it looks like a fraction equals a number, all you have to do is make the other part into a fraction by putting the bottom, making the denominator 1, putting in a 1 on the bottom. Let's try one last one. Let's do one more cross multiply. We're going to multiply these two. See, now our b's are in the denominator. I'm going to do 5 times b minus 4. And yeah, it's okay to put the 3b minus 1 first, or in this case, put the on the other side, putting the b minus 4, and put the other one second. You still have to distribute, though, okay? So like on this side, it's 5b minus, don't forget to distribute, 20. And on this way, it's 15b. You have to distribute, minus 5. Now, combine your like terms. I like to move my variables first, and that is usually considered good practice, or bad things get forgotten, and don't do that. Move your b first. Move your variable terms around first. Then move your constant terms, your numbers without the variable part. Okay, on this one, I'm going to get a fraction, darn it. But at least it's a nice, easy fraction, right? I get negative 15 divided by b. I'm going to move this. Fair warning, it's going to move on you. Okay, so negative 15 divided by 10. I see I can divide that by 5, and I get negative 3. And I divide the bottom by 5, and I get 2. So I get negative 1.5. Or negative 1.5, or negative 3/2. I believe all of those are acceptable as long as they are exact answers in GMM. All right, so try a few of our problems on our homework, and then come back to watch the last video.